It all started with a tiger and a sparkling new flavor in a cereal. We called it Kellogg's Sugar Frosted Flakes, and we called the tiger Tony and put his picture on the packet. Children poured these great big...
Mike was my next door neighbor. He was a couple years older than me, and I looked up to him. But Mike picked on me, and I didn't like knowing that he'd always be the stronger and the bigger one. I needed to find a way to let Mike know that I was just as strong and just as tough as he was. But how? What source of strength could I tap into to make that point? And then one day I found it. A power source I could put my faith in, and it would allow me to ascend to the greatness of Mike. It would gain his respect, and it would put an end to him picking on me. Enter Tony the Tiger.
They're great!
I remember when I used to eat Frosted Flakes. Day after day, Tony would tell me that his flakes were fortified. They helped you run faster and hit the ball farther, jump higher, and make you look tough. With the help of Tony's flakes, I would become just as strong as Mike was. It would be great! The day came when I felt confident that those flakes had done their job. I walked up to Mike's door and I knocked with confidence. Mike answered and I roared, "Mike, I just had my Tony the Tiger cereal and now I'm just as tough and just as strong as you." Well, as you might expect, my misplaced faith in Tony did not bring me the outcome that I'd imagined, or the one that Tony had promised. I returned home crying, embarrassed, and with a Mike-induced bloody nose. I learned quickly that it matters who you put your faith in. In the book of Hebrews found in the Bible, the writer says that faith is the confidence in what we hope for and the assurance for what we do not see. Where our faith is rooted is really important. Our faith is the foundation for all we do. It's who we are. Our vision at Advent Health says that we aspire to be a preeminent, faith-based, consumer-focused clinical company. We want to be a leader in providing quality, compassionate care that helps our consumers feel whole. And what I love about this vision, that it's built on a foundation of faith. Hebrews 11 is often referred to as the faith chapter because it highlights heroes of faith found in the Old Testament. One of those Bible heroes is Abraham, referred to often as the father of faith. Hebrews 11 details an extraordinary faith journey when Abraham was called to go to a place unknown to him. And he went, leaving everything he knew. He did this because he knew God's calling was trustworthy. That is faith. So back to Tony the Tiger. I was convinced and believed so deeply in Tony and the power of those flakes that I stepped out in faith to confront Mike. And unfortunately, that didn't end well for me. Yet Abraham, he was so convicted in the faithfulness of his God that he stepped out in faith, journeying into a total new unknown land. And his story ends with him receiving a blessing beyond anything he could have imagined. Those are steps of faith. Our team works together to provide healing. Each day we face the familiar and the new. A new problem, a new patient, a new process. And we aren't always clear about the next step. It requires faith to walk into those new spaces. Faith in each other, yes, but also faith in our purpose. Rooted in faith, faith-based. This is our legacy, and it's our future. Our faith sustains us through times of growth and through times of change. Over this year, I want to invite you to go on this journey of faith with us that inspires our hearts, that deepens our dedication, and it fortifies the very foundation of this healing ministry. My prayer is that through each unknown and every twist and turn of life, you remain rooted in faith.